Young lady went to the beauty salon with long, beautiful natural nails and she wanted almond shape. But unfortunately, they said that it's not possible because there's not enough length. So they did this overlay, which started to fall apart after a few days. In this video, we're going to fix these nails and fulfill the girl's original dream, which is to have long, beautiful almond nails. And we're going to use Melodysusie gel polishes. Hello guys, this is Anastasia. Let's examine these nails first. These are natural nails with gel polish overlay. I think they wanted to do something like tapered square or coffin shape, but as the result, the sidewalls were terribly overfiled and we have cracks almost on each nail. Also, her natural nails are growing downwards, which for almond shape usually is not that big of a problem. So first, let's remove the product and see what's underneath. As I was filing off the product with ceramic bead, I realized actually the overlay is not that thin. There's enough product, but it's not structured correctly. Most of the product is located on the free edge and not enough product on the apex area as well as along the sidewalls. At first I thought that this is simply a thin gel polish overlay, but no, we can actually see the product underneath, which supposedly is whether a builder gel or a base coat. Every time I see this length of natural nails, of course I want to try my best to keep them, but I'm not sure if it's possible this time, because most cracks are located above the free edge line, which means we cannot just clip them off, we will need to fix them. But first we need to do prep and dry manicure. I will use a diamond flame-shaped bead with red abrasive mark. The speed is 19,000 rotations per minute. I also used absorbing powder for the manicure, which is very similar to baby powder. It simply absorbs the oil from the skin and makes it super comfortable to do dry manicure. Then I trimmed the cuticles with another diamond bead with blue abrasive mark, and the speed is lower now, about 15,000 rotations per minute. Now it's all nice and clean, we need to get rid of the dust and we will also need to fix some cracks. Like I mentioned, they are located above the free edge line, so it's important to fix them, otherwise they may cause cracks in the product. I prefer using fiberglass, so first I applied the base coat and without curing I apply some fiberglass on top, cure, and then I apply the base coat. Just in case you were thinking that everything works perfectly for me every time, you're wrong. This is what just happened. I accidentally applied too much product and we have flooded cuticles. This is what we need to do. I take a clean brush and clean it like this, not just from the skin, but a little bit from the nail plate. So it's important to make sure that there's absolutely nothing on the skin, and then we can cure. I would like to show you a cool and simple way to fix nails that are growing downwards with dual forms. I will be using polygel and apply it into the dual form first and then apply it on the nail. Since we're going to file off her natural nails anyways, and she wanted long almonds, she did not mind having them even longer than her nails originally were. So let's make them slightly longer. So we cured it, now let's take it off, and now we almost have a finished nail. When we look at from the side view, you can see the original curve of her nail. Could we just trim her nails and do extensions on dual forms without keeping her nail underneath? Yes, absolutely. I just wanted to show you a different way and show you that it's possible too. Do not forget to take off the sticky layer before you're filing because it may clog your drill bits. I'm going to slightly file this area near the cuticle and along the sidewalls. You can use ceramic, carbide bead, whichever you prefer. And then we are going to file off this nail underneath. Even though we fixed most cracks with fiberglass and now her nails are stronger, it still would not make sense to keep them because first they're growing downwards and we wanted to fix it, and second, if there's a crack on every single nail on both sides, then it's definitely better to file them off. So I will be using the same drill bit to make this natural nail underneath shorter, and then we just need to file and shape it with a regular 180 grit file. We ended up having really long almond nails, almost stilettos. Now let's add some colors with new Melodysusie gel polish kit. It includes 20 colors of gel polishes, 15 milliliter bottles, and the packaging is so cute. They have medium thick consistency, which is really nice if you want to apply color close to the cuticle and to the sidewalls without flooding it. Let's try the colors. I really like this lilac color and it has a really good coverage. So I have a sense that most colors will perfectly work with just one coat. This consistency allows you to apply it almost like you already have two coats at once, instead of you need only one. So majority of the colors are regular colors that you will need, like black, white, yellow, green, and there are also 3 glitter colors. Some colors will look deeper with 2 coats, but most of them are perfectly fine with just one. For this swatch, I applied only 1 coat without the top coat, so I can show you the actual colors. And we decided to go with traditional yellow. And you probably heard that some yellow colors are very tricky to work with. Sometimes they wrinkle or not fully cure, but with this one, I didn't have this problem. We will do this simple spring nail art with mimosa flowers. I really hope I pronounced them correctly. This is what the original flower looks like. So after we add some yellow accents, we are going to add the branch and the leaves, and black gel polish will perfectly work for it. I cured the yellow part, but I was not freeze curing the black one, so I was just adding leaves, and the ones on the top are not cured yet, and this is nice. So Melodysusie gel polishes passed the nail art test too. We can use them not just for one color application, but for nail art too. But I still recommend you to follow the rule of highly pigmented gel polishes when you are curing black or yellow colors like this. Fully cure them for 1 minute. Do not use the freeze curing method for 2 to 3 seconds because that might be not enough. On some nails, we are simply going to use the yellow background. I'm 100% satisfied with this yellow color because it's not marbling, it has a great coverage, it's not too runny, and most importantly, it's not wrinkling after curing. So we thought that 2 coats will look better. Do not forget to fully cure the first coat, then apply the second one, and if you want to get closer to the cuticle or the sidewalls, feel free to use a detailer brush. And finally, we're going to seal it with a glossy top coat. Another little trick for you: if you accidentally flooded the sidewall with the top coat or just feel that the shape is not on point, it's totally fine to fix it with a thin brush after curing the top coat, but be careful, do not file it on top. I will leave the link to Melodysusie gel polish kit I used in the description box, and that's it. Let me guys know what you think about this nail art and the transformation. The client was over the moon. Some people are not too emotional, but you still can tell by their expression. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this is your first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post new nail art tutorials just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.